Hello, welcome to round 9 of season 5 of the DTCC, the Dunton Technical Centre Championship. Getting to the business end of the season now. Hello, Harry, good to see you. Business end, as we say, it's 2 more rounds to go, and this is the final round of the Group 3, Group 4s. We've got the 45 minutes endurance to finish off on round 10. So, usual format, 15-minute Group 4 race, followed by a 30-minute Group 3. Usual story, you have to qualify on a different compound of tyres to your starting tyres. So for the Group 4s, we have super softs and mediums. So if you qualify on super softs, you have to race on mediums and vice versa, even in Mika. So we'll have a look at the grid. As per usual, the grid is formed with the fastest 3 in qualifying going to the back in reverse order, but getting bonus points. So there's 4, 3, 2 points respectively for first, second, and third in qualifying. And as is usual, I think this is about the 18th time he's been on pole for the Group 4s this season. I think it's actually number 5 or 6. If I get a lull in the race, and I'll go work it out. So Mike was 4th quickest in qualifying. So he starts on pole in his Scooby, his Voodoo Cycles Scooby. So regulars to the series will know that there's a livery pool that all the drivers put brands in, and then they're allocated at random. So each driver has to do a livery for whatever brand they get, and they get more and more obtuse as we go through the season. And by and large, they have to make the liveries up as well, because usually they're not well-known racing brand liveries. So yeah, we get some pretty creative liveries. So Mike's on pole in his Voodoo Cycles Scooby, and then Daz lucked out actually. He got DeVault, which is actually I think it's used in Australia. So he actually got a good one to copy, but he's second on the grid in his BMW, great looking livery. And then Alpen from Harry, he's third in the Lexus. Fourth is Snooze in his Peugeot. I think it's Cathedral Cheese, I think. We'll have a proper look at that one. He's fourth. Then Dan, fifth in his Krispy Kreme Golf. That's a cracking livery. Jimmy in his Coleman's Mustard Hyundai, which his surname is Coleman. Camera's rubbish. We'll have again a look at that one. I think it's Vans, by the looks of it. He's in his Vans GT86 Toyota. And then Matt Psycho is in his Fisher Price Nissan. And then finally, Chris, who actually did a livery for once, in his Yahoo sponsored Renault, and that's actually quite a good one. It's a replica of the 90s Prost F1 cars when they were sponsored by Yahoo. So, usual story, 15 laps. It'd be interesting to see what happens with tyres tonight, because this is Interlagos, so I introduce the track, which I think means in between the lakes. So this is one of the real tracks that we visit. It's tight and twisty track, 15 turns, only 2.7 miles. It's always action-packed, this one, so it should be good. Looking forward to this. So quick rundown before we start on the championship. To say it's the business end. It looks like Chris Mangeli has got this one to make it 5 in a row, unless he gets outside. Matt Sykes gets outside help. So Matt Psycho is second. He's 15 points behind on drop scores. So Matt needs a bit of help from other drivers. Matt needs to win both races tonight, and hope Chris doesn't finish in the top 2. So third place looks a fairly safe bet for Chris Lewis now. He's on 241 drop score, whereas the top 2 are on 296 and 281. So I think Chris is pretty safe in third. He can't catch top 2, and Mike's on 219 in fourth. So I think third is safe. Fourth and fifth, again, there's a bit of a gap, but Harry's got so Mike's on 219 and Harry's on 195. But Harry's dropped his 2 scores already. So that one's still a battle. And then we've got battles for 6th, 7th and 8th as well between Jimmy, Darren and Dan. And then Alex is in 9th. Teams looks very interesting. So Chris Pengelly and Dan are paired up. They're on 606. Matt and Jimmy are on 594. And given the number of points on offer each night, that's very close. And same with 3rd and 4th. Mike and Harry on 479. And Chris, Lewis and Alex on 474. So all to play for. There's still some drivers' positions up for grabs, and certainly the team championship is very close for 1st and 2nd, and then 3rd and 4th. So lots to play for tonight. And I'm starting to lose my voice already. So here we go. Let's see what happens in the 15-minute sprint race. Usual story, rolling start. We try and make life as difficult as we can for the guys at the back. Although there's rumours for Series 6, Season 6, that they're going to be bringing in standing starts for some of the races. So we'll see how that pans out. At the moment it's rolling start, so Mike is going to take us across the line. Let's go on to the standard view. Away he goes, drops the throttle. It's quite a short blast into the first corner. And this is tight, so there's usually action. So Mike goes into the corner first with Daz second. Harry follows him through in 3rd. Looks like they're quite orderly at the moment, but we've got battles already. So Jimmy and Matt, looks like what's going on? Jimmy and Matt. Jimmy's been forced wide. Oh, it's Chris. And Chris Pengelly just goes through the middle of the pair of them. Looks like he's got that one. As they come out, Matt pushes him a little bit wide, but Chris has done it around the outside. So Chris already up to 7th. Then we got a battle there for Mike. He's defended from Daz. Daz looks like he might try and do the undercut. Looks like Daz has got him. So Daz is going into lead. Let's have a look, see what that looks like from Mike's view. We've got Harry behind us. Is Mike going to have a go into very quick double right hander? We got where's Harry gone? There's Harry. He's next to us. Well, Mike goes a little bit wide. It's like so. Mike's gone down from 1st to 3rd already. What's going on behind? So Snooze has managed to keep on the 4th. His Cathedral City Peugeot was right. So Jimmy's 5th. Chris Pengelly, as we said, is already up to 6th, so he's taken another place. He's gone past his teammate, and it looks like Dan is now being harried by Matt. So Dan probably let his teammate through quite easily. Now he's got Matt all over the back of him. Let's have a look through Matt's. So we've got Chris Lewis right behind us, and we've got Dan who's already going defensive, who's coming to the last corner. Oh, Matt's late on the brakes, and somebody see what it looks like from the back of Dan's car. He's got Matt right behind us. Is Matt going to make a move? Let's have a quick look at what's going on. So we've got a battle going on here. Who's this? Is Mike and Snooze. So Mike and Snooze having a good old squabble as well. So we've got battles all over the place here. As we say, it's always very heavily congested. So Snooze is going into 3rd, but it looks like Mike's giving him a tap. Mike is giving him a tap. Snooze has gone off. Luckily, there's a lot of runoff area there, but he's gone off. That's what's happened here. So Mike has taken, looks like he's taken one for the stewards there, and then we've got this squabble coming out. So we got Mike, Chris, Jimmy, all squabbling. It looks like Chris is up to 3rd. Stellar start for him. Was last, he's up to 3rd. Jimmy's making a move down the inside. He's going to go down the inside of Mike. He's done him. Gives him a little bit of a panel bash as he goes through it. So Mike is now down into 5th. It looks like Snooze has come back. Mike, I don't think, waiting for him, so he's giving him a little tap, and Matt's looking down Matt's looking interested as well, so Mike gets a real proper slide on. And Matt takes goes down the inside of Snooze. They're all kicking off as it normally does at Interlagos. So Mike locks up. Matt's got down the inside of Snooze, but it's not over because it switches back left hand side. Matt and there's some of the car from Snooze. So there's Matt just gone past. Snooze is going to go around the outside. He's gone around the outside. Oh, Matt goes down the inside though. So I think Snooze is going to have a look at what's going on behind. So this is the view from Matt's rear roof cam. Snooze going to throw it down the inside of the last corner. He's very strong there. No, not quite. Misses the apex a little bit, and that Nissan's got a lot of grunt. Let's go on board now, see what's going on. So it's very hard to keep up with all the action here. We're bound to be missing some. Let's have a look. So this is looking back from Mike. He's got Matt in the tow. The Nissan's strong on top end. So we come out aboard. Is Matt going to make a move? He's going to make a move. He's looking down the inside, but no, I don't think he's made it. That's a rubbish view because the car's disappeared. So, but Jimmy's gone a bit wide there, so let's capture what was going on the front at the moment. So we've got this big scrabble here for look at this. We've got a three-way battle as they go into the fourth corner. Chris is going to make a move down the inside of Daz. I think he is. I think he's got it. He's got it, yes he has. They come out. Chris is going to try and cut down the inside. He makes it. So and Harry's getting interested now for second place. Let's see what's going on with Harry. He's alongside Daz. They come into the break-in of this double right-hander. He looks like he's got him. But no, Daz fights his way back. Let's have a look. So here goes Harry down the inside again as we come out outside. And Daz keeps it. Cracking bit of racing between the pair of them there. Chris is up in front though, so let's see what's going on behind. It's a crazy bunch. We've got a five-way fight for fourth place. Look at this. So Mike's got it at the moment. He's got Matt right behind him. Let's see. I don't know. Let's try to watch from Jimmy's car. Let's see what Jimmy can see. Here we go. So we've got Alex and Chris behind us. We've got Matt and Mike right in front. Is Jimmy going to make a move into the last corner? I don't think so. Let's move back, keep it tight here. So what's going on behind us? Snooze and Dan are having a battle. Let's have a look between those guys. Let's have a look. So looks like Dan's making a move up the inside as we go up the line. Keep straight, but it's effectively straight. Everything's flat here. So Dan's got him. Nice move up there, and it looks like we've got a battle for fourth now as well. So Matt can have a crack at Mike as they go into the first corner. Matt's on the outside, Mike's on the inside. Is Matt going to go around the outside? That's a brave move around there. No, Mike keeps it. They come cascading down the hill through the centre S. Oh, Mike's gone a bit wide. That might give Matt going someone really wide there. Let's stay on this though for the time being. So they come onto the back straight. What's going on between Daz? Nothing there. So what is Mike going to do? Can he fend off the this? Here goes Matt. He's going to dive down the inside. We have the drone cam. Looks like Matt's got him. I think he's got him. There he goes. Matt's up to fourth. Mike's down to fifth, and he's got Jimmy getting interested in sixth. So is Mike going to have another crack back? But Jimmy looks like he's going to try and cut down the inside, get a tow from his teammate, and I think he's going to do it. Is Jimmy going to follow his teammate through? No, I think Mike's just got enough. But Jimmy might have a late break here. Ooh, this is going to get fruity. Oh, Jimmy's done him. What a good move. I thought Mike might come back at him there, but cracking move there. So Jimmy's up to fifth, but this is not over, this one. Let's go on board with Jimmy. We can see Mike right behind us. Nothing doing there. Haven't even looked at the tyres yet. And we've got a battle going on behind us as well. What's going on here? So this was between Chris and Dan. Looks like Chris has passed Dan. So Chris is having a bit of a quiet start, but Chris always does this. He's very good on his tyres on that GT86. He starts slowly, and then everyone lets everyone wreck a party on in front of him and wreck their tyres, and then he comes back. So end of lap 4, lap 4 already. Chris, he's pulling away. The tyre's starting to go, but he's on the. He's pulled a nice gap. Now we've got a battle for second though between Harry and Daz. Let's see what goes on between these boys. So Daz, it looks like he's getting very close and interested behind Harry. Here he goes. He's going to make a move. That BMW strong down the straight. It's a drag race, but look at that. Lexus pull away. Is Daz going to be brave and make a move? No, he doesn't. Let's watch from behind. All the while we've got Matt closing up. Harry one's a bit wide, but he's got a bit of a gap now. Let's see what else we got. So battles then for fifth. Jimmy's still holding a great fifth place here from Mike. Then we got Snooze in seventh, Chris in eighth, and Dan in ninth. You can see how close they are, all like in the same shot. So everything to play for. Chris, in the meantime, is doing his usual Group 4. He's disappeared up the road. But this is far from over. Battle for second as we come into the second half of the race. Harry's got it, but Daz is right on his tail. Cheese, yes, makes you hungry, doesn't it? Good evening, Alex. So Harry's in second, we've got Daz in third, and then we've got Matt who's chased him down. Let's have a watch from Matt's Nissan. We've got battles behind as well. I think we'll go actually to the battle. Here we go, so we've got Chris on Alex. Let's go on board with Chris. Peugeot versus Toyota. It's a nice looking wheel, I like that wheel. Alex says his Peugeot's lacking grunt. He doesn't realise lacking grunt at the moment, but is Chris going to make a move as we come into the first corner? I think he will. Here he goes down the inside. Has he made it? Yes, he has. Nice move there for 7th for Chris. And then we've got a battle up in front as well. So Mike and Jimmy still playing nicely by the looks of it. And alongside you, Jimmy moves him out wide. Let's go on board because we can see Mike alongside us. Who's going to be bravest into the braking area as we come into turn 4? It's Jimmy. But is he going to run wide? Is he going to hold it down his side? Mike's going to look down his side. Oh, just gave him a little, unfortunately, gave him a little tap there. Just robbed him of his momentum. Let's have a look from Mike's perspective as we go into the double right-hander, which I should know the corner names, but I don't. I think it's F, I think, that one. Ferradura, maybe, Ferradura. He's up to 5th. There we go. Well, he's run a bit wide though. Where's Jimmy gone? Where's Jimmy? There he is. Jimmy's gone past us. Mike got the move done, but unfortunately ran a bit wide there, so I think he's got the pace to come back. But he's got Chris all over the back of him now. So we've missed also Harry. So we got, oh no, we just cut in. Harry got up to 3rd, up to 2nd, but he's just, oh Harry, I'm sorry, I have to go back and watch that one. So we missed, it looked like Daz made a move on Harry. I think he did. Is that done? Yeah, it was done there already. So it looks like Daz made a move on Harry. Let's watch this. See if we come down. That's a rubbish camera. I hate the way it does that. So Daz is looking all over the back of Harry. Oh, it makes a bit of a lunge down the inside of turn 4, but he's got it done. Nice move, but runs a bit wide. Oh, goes off track. Oh, gets it sideways for the 2nd race running. Matt acts as a straightener for someone. Suzuki was Dan, and this time it was Daz. I think Daz bought him a beer for that. So Harry's up to 2nd, Matt's up to 3rd after Daz's little ventures. But I guess sort of fast forward that. So it looks like Harry just runs wide coming out the last hairpin, and Matt goes into 2nd. So Matt up to 2nd, Harry down to 3rd. He's got now Daz all over the back of him. Is Daz going to make a move into the last corner? No, but if he keeps it neat and tidy, it's a good chunk of grass. That car's quick on the straight. We're probably missing something behind us. Oh, look at that Lexus go though. Wow, look at that. He's just dropping the BMW. That Lexus is quick. He might come back at Matt here. Usually if Matt gets his 2nd, he can pull away. But so, end of lap 6. We're 2/3 away from this race ready. This is why we love DTCC. So, let's take stock, shall we? Chris, way out in front now. You can see the gaggle. Miles in front of everyone else. But his tyres are starting to look a bit worn. But he's still setting purples even though he's on the 7th lap. Matt's up to 2nd. So Matt's tyres, he's on super softs as well. I think everyone's on super softs. His tyres don't look quite so bad as Chris's. That Renault's quick and he's got a lot of bottom end grunt. It's quick around this track, but it's eating its fronts up, whereas Matt's looking much better, but I think that gap's too far now. Then we've got Harry's sitting good in 3rd at the moment. That'll be one of his better results, I think, if he manages to keep that. I don't think he's been on the podium. He can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he's been on the podium. Let me double check, but no, I don't think he has. So he's doing a good job in 3rd. Daz is in 4th. Been quite a regular podium visitor of late, so he's in 4th. Then we've got a string of cars. And Jimmy's still doing a great job in 5th. Chris is now up to 6th ahead of Mike. Mike's in 7th. Then Snooze is in 8th, and Dan is dropped a little bit off these guys in 9th. But we've still got a cracking battle going on for 5th. It looks like Mike and Jimmy and Chris are having a scrap now. Let's have a watch from Jimmy's car from the rear. He's got some rubbish. There we go, it's a better one. Oh, looks like Chris is going to try and make a move on the outside of the last turn. They come up the hill. Let's have a look from Chris's perspective. He's got probably getting a bit hot from all the mustard he's being dealt with. So over there they go, 2 laps to go. Jimmy's defending, taking the inside line for the first tight right hand of the centre as, but Chris is trying to go around the outside. Jimmy just says, no, not having any of that, thank you very much. You can try, but you're not going around the outside of me, around the centre S. So Chris is going to try and get a good run out of turn 3. Some of those come up outside again. He's going to stick in the toe now. Oh, Jimmy's giving it a little bit of a weave, just blocking the inside. Is Chris going to try and brave it around the outside turn 4? And they get a little bit messy around there. It looks like Jimmy's gone a little bit wide. but he's managed to keep the momentum going. He's cut back in front of Chris, so Chris is not a done deal yet. He's probably tyres are looking pearly as they normally are from Chris, but oh, he just dived down the inside. I think he's got him. Yeah, he has. So good defence from Jimmy. He's coming back at him though, but Chris has got him. The tyre whisperer. And it looks like Jimmy's gone a bit wide. It looks like I think Mike's going to get down the inside as they come around the second hairpin. That's the first. Where are we? Yeah, second hairpin. Yeah, third hairpin. So Mike keeps it tight. Gets a good run out of the last couple of corners. This is tricky, this corner. Oh, he's going to do him. He's going to do him into the last corner. Yes, he does. There's Jimmy, but Jimmy might get a cut back here. Is Jimmy coming past us? No, he's got him. Oh, he's alongside though. Mike's not giving him any space at all. Here they come. Jimmy gets alongside though. That Hyundai's got a lot of grunt, more than the Scooby, and he's got past him again. So coming to the first corner, across the start line for the last lap. He's defended as they go into the first corner. Is Mike going to take a move down the outside into the SNRS? No, not quite. But he might try and get a switch back, get a better run through effectively the S's bit of it, and then get a run. Or have to try. Let's see what Chris is on his own, Matt's on his own, Harry's on his own, Dan's on his own, Chris is on his own. Right, let's stay on these guys. Jimmy's defending 6th. This is good team points if he can hold it. Obviously Matt's only in 2nd, not winning as he needs to for the drivers, but this is good team points. It's him versus Dan. Oh, Jimmy's got a bit wide. Mike's gone down the inside. Can Jimmy come back at him? Let's have a look. He's the double right-hander, and these two aren't that far away from 4th and 5th up front there. But I don't think he's going to do anything. Here, those fronts wheeling away, but Mike's got a little bit wide here. Oh, Jimmy's going to try and cut down the inside, but no, I think Mike, he's got this if he can just stay neat and tidy. His tyres don't look too bad. Let's have a look at Jimmy's. Yeah, they're better shape than Jimmy's, but Jimmy hasn't given this one up, not by any stretch. Look at this. We've got Jimmy right behind us, really. And that Hyundai's got some grunts if Jimmy can keep it clean. Anyway, we must go to the leader. Here he is, another Group 4 win for Chris Pengelly. I think this pretty much nails the championship for him. Brilliant drive. Uncontested once he got to the front. Great win. Matt comes across 2nd. He'd be quite pleased with that. What didn't have Chris's pace, and Harry a great 3rd. Good podium there. We got a battle across the line so between Chris and Daz. I'm going to have to make sure I pause this. So Chris gets, just gets it from Daz. And then we've got Mike gets 5th with Jimmy 6th. Cracking racing. And then Alex coming across for 8th. And then we'll just follow Dan. We'll make sure we pause it. There we go. Now. What a cracking race that was. That was frenetic. So, to the results. Chris Pengelly takes another Group 4 win. I lost count how many that is, but it's quite a few. We'll do a summary of that in the Group 3s if we get some downtime. And just under 8 seconds behind him was Matt. You can see the difference in fastest lap. Chris did a 38 dead and Matt did a 39 dead. Chris was a second faster. I think the gap was coming down towards the end, but Chris was way gone. Then a good podium for Harry. Is that your first, Harry? Let me check. I think it is. Harry's watching, he'll tell me. I'm just double checking the results. I think that is his first podium. Congratulations, Harry. Good podium. Half 4 as well. And then Chris comes across to finish 4th. He was down in 8th for a while, wasn't he? But as I said, his tyres, he's very good looking after his tyres in the Group 4s. And it usually pays dividends. So he gets 4th, which probably pretty much consolidates his 3rd in the championship. Yes, yeah, well done, Harry. Daz 5th. Had a good scrap there for 2nd, 3rd and 4th there. But I think the BMW does tend to chew his tyres up. But he had a cracking race there, and Mike had come across in 6th in the end. He had a great battle with Jimmy as well, so some spectacular battles. And you can see, actually, look at that. Chris got across the line 55 thousandths ahead of Daz. Amazing. Drag race to the end. And then similarly close between Mike and Jimmy. So 6th for Mike and 7th for Jimmy. Cracking battle there. And Snooze was a little bit off. And Dan coming home in 9th. Fastest lap was Chris Pengelly. of a 1:38 dead. So that was the Group 4s. We will now move to the Group 3s. This time it's 30 minutes, 32 minutes, as it is in this case, of action around Interlagos. The usual format for the Group 3s. You can use any compound you like, but you must use at least 2 different compounds. And reverse grid as per usual. So reverse grid from the finishing order of the Group 4s. So Chris Pengelly will be at the back. Quick run through. Whilst GT Sport loads up. So there we've got Dan on pole in his Krispy Kremes, and then Alex second, Jimmy third, Mike fourth, Daz fifth, Chris Lewis sixth, Harry seventh, Matt Psycho eighth, and Chris Pengelly ninth. Right, get rid of those, get everything going, get rid of that. So, rolling start as per usual. Dan will lead us across the line. And away we go for 21 laps. Again, a bit of a tyre killer on this track, so there might be some different strategies going on. It might be doable to do this as a one stop, so we might see some ones, we might see some twos. Right, away we go. Dan leads across the line into the centre S, and then we've got Jimmy looks like he was going to make a move there, but he's clubbed the wall, so that's giving Alex a little bit of breathing space. But it looks like Jimmy's still going to try and make a move on him. We've got Mike in fourth, Daz in fifth. Oh, it looks like we've already got movement. So Harry, Daz, Matt's got really wide coming out there. So we've got the usual scraps. Let's go on the variable camera, it's a bit better. So Jimmy's up in third, he's making a move on Alex in second, he gets it, nice move. Unfortunately the camera's going to make you a bit seasick here, but I have to because it's a better camera view. So look at this, we've got a right scrap going on. We've got Harry, Chris, Matt, Daz, Matt, the other Chris, Matt's gone a bit wide. What's going to happen here? We're going to have multiple going into the corner at the same time. Matt's up the inside and Chris Pengelly flies down the inside of all of them. Goes a bit wide himself, but he's up to 6th already from 9th. Matt's down to 8th. He lost out in those skirmishes. And then Chris and Mike having a bit of a battle. Look at this. As per usual, it's all carnage. So Harry has got Alex. Alex is down to 4th. Then Chris is already up to 5th from the back. Some aggressive driving there, but it's worked. Then Daz is in 6th. And we've got Mike in 7th. And Chris behind him in 8th. And Matt has dropped down at last, so Matt's lost out on those first few skirmishes. But Daz and Mike, so Mike's trying to go down the inside of Daz, but gets a bit of a tank slapper on it. Chris goes past on the inside. Mike's down to 9th, and he looks like he's got Matt, who's going to try and go down the inside, muscle his way across on the curbs into 8th. So Dan leads across the line after all that carnage. He's thinking, oh, you guys can carry on playing. I'm just going to streak ahead. So Dan leads across the line, first lap. Good first lap for him. We got, look at this, we got Snooze, Harry, all alongside each other, and Chris trying to get involved as well. So Chris is, oh, we've got a bit of carnage going. Look at that, Chris has walked into 3rd. How's he managed that? Let's have another look at that. That looks a bit sideways. Let's try and look from Harry. So he's right behind. He's right behind Alex, and we've got Chris behind us as well. So let's go back out and see what happens there. So Alex goes down to 4th, or gives Harry a big nudge, and then Chris just drives around the pair of them. Look at that. And then we've got the crazy gang behind them all trying to get involved as well. So we've got Chris and Matt. God, they end up with Argentina, the pair of them. Chris goes off the road and passes Harry, and then Matt's trying to get involved down the inside of Harry as well as they go into turn 4. Looks like Matt's going down the inside. Has he made that one stick? I'm not sure. No, he hasn't. And Harry's now looking down the inside of Chris as well. So Harry's back up to 4th. Chris is 5th, Matt is in 6th, but Matt is now looking down the inside of Chris as well, and Matt's got it down the inside. He's going to try and get Harry as well. Let's have a look on board from Matt. As we get there, or gives, so we've got Chris right behind us, gives Harry a little bit of a nudge, probably backed off a little bit not to get involved. Then you've got Chris right behind us, and behind him is Mike, and then the beamer of Daz as well. So it's all kicking off, and up front, so we've got Chris, looks like he's already got into 2nd now. Jimmy's taking the lead. Look at that, setting purples as they always do, but Jimmy, a great start from him now into the lead. Chris is 2nd, Dan's down to 3rd, then we've got Harry in 4th, Matt 5th, Chris 6th, Daz 7th, Mike Ross 8th, and then obviously Snooze is a bit of a drama. He's down in 9th, but you can close that up, I'm sure. So, across the line. So, lap 2, second leader. Jimmy across the line, goes in second. Then he's got Chris bearing down, and then low, and then Dan, Harry. Oh, we got a battle going on here. Let's go back on. That's some rubbish camera. So Chris is having a crack at Matt. This one's very quick up the hill, but obviously the Super is as well. But Matt's, I think, going to try and line up Harry again. Let's have a look. We got. So here we go. He gets in the toe. That Nissan is super strong. Is he going to make a move down the inside? I think he is. There he goes. Matt's getting the purple. He brakes for the first corner, but oh, look at that. Harry braked a little bit later, went a bit wide, but managed to hang it on the outside. So cracking driving there by Harry. I don't know what some of these camera views. So Matt stays in 5th, but he's got Chris right behind him. So now he needs to make a small mistake and they're going to lose 3 or 4 places. So Chris is now Harry and Matt. He's got Daz right behind him as well. So let's see what Daz can see. So we've got a bit of a gap, bit of breathing space. So he's got Chris right in front of us, and then Matt on the inside of Harry, but nothing doing. And they're all the time they're catching Dan as well. They stream through the long left, up the hill, tricky corner. Getting purples. That's probably most of them are. Keeping neat and tidy. Oh, Chris gets a little bit sideways, but so does let's have a watch from Matt's point of view. No, he's not going to do anything about the guys in front. So can Chris catch him? That Nissan's got some serious grunt, but you can see here he's starting to catch the Lexus in front of us. In fact, Matt is really going. Is he going to make a lunge into the first corner? I don't think it is. In the meantime, we've missed Chris passing Jimmy. Let's go have a look at that, because we always need to watch a change in lead. Well, that happened a long time ago. Here we go. So let's forward that and get on to Chris. So Chris gets a better run coming out of the S's. Yeah, pretty simple overtake. Jimmy doesn't fight it too much. He says they're still rubbing panels, but Chris has done it. So good move from Chris. And then we've got the crazy bunch. So we've got behind. So Matt is actually making another move down the inside. So we saw that, didn't we? So let's fast forward back where we were. So through the centre S's they go. Harry's a bit wide going through it, but he's going to try and make a move at Dan. Can Dan fend this one off? Let's watch what's going on from behind Dan. Let's watch it. Here we go. And Matt's actually made a run at Harry. So Harry got a bit held up there by Dan, I think, and Matt's going to make a move down the inside. He is. Look at that. That Nissan's so strong down the straight that Matt gets him, and so does Harry. And it looks like Dan is going to be shuffled down to. He's down to 5th. He might lose that as well to Daz at the moment. As Daz is coming up to try and pass him. Will Daz make a move around the outside? Oh, not quite. That's a brave move to do around the outside there. Oh, as usual, this is on lap 4 already. I do like that Beamer. That's a great looking livery. Let's go on board. It looks like we got a battle still. So Harry and Matt are still squabbling. They've caught up. Oh, it's a good move from Daz, but I think he gave down a little bit of a nudge. Let's have a look what's going up in front of us though. So we've got Harry's in 4th. He's got Matt right behind. Sorry, sorry, Jimmy was in 2nd. Look at that. Harry gives Matt a nudge and then overtakes him. Let's just watch that again. Let's just watch that from Harry. So Matt is trying to get past his teammate. I think he gets a bit blindsided by him, and then Harry gives Matt a nudge and just drives past him. Look at that. One for the stewards, I reckon, that one. But is Matt going to come back at us? Oh, look at that. So we've got past Jimmy, and Matt's going to go past as well. I reckon Matt Hart, my other go. Let's go on board with Matt. Oh, let's not go on board with Matt. Let's have a look from outside. So Harry's defending the inside. We've got battle for 5th as well. We'll stay on the battle for 2nd. Oh, Jimmy tries to go down the inside, overshoots, and misses the pair of them somehow. But so that battle continues, and then we've got Daz and Chris. They seem to have got shaken off Mike a little bit, so they're scrapping now. So Chris Lewis has got he's after some new tools, I think. Is he going to buy a new tool? Is he going to buy a new tool? He's bought a new tool. He's sent it. He's bought it. He's paid for it. He's gone past. Look at that. Good move from him. And if we look up front, so we're still squabbling. Matt has now got past Harry. He's finally got past Harry. So they had a sort of 5-lap long battle, these two. But Matt is now finally into 2nd. his Fisher-Price delivered Nissan. But Harry's coming back at him. He's not taking his Bewsley line down. Oh, it's horrible. Jimmy's doing a great job in fourth, sorry, keeping up with these guys. And Chris is in up to fifth in his Vans Supra. Daz is hot on his tail though, he's seventh, and Mike playing the motivation games on mediums. Interesting. Let's have a quick. I think battles might have calmed down a bit, he says. What's going on here? So they kind of have, but Harry's still hanging on to the back of Matt. That wasn't over. So come down the main straight to come across the end of lap 5. Yeah, Matt's not dropping him, and that Renault, this is quick up the straight as well. So let's maybe take a little bit of stock. Well, no, we've got battles on here. So Daz and Chris. Daz making the move down the inside, but not quite making it stick. But Chris is giving him room. Very fair racing between the pair of them. And Daz has done a nice move there. Look at that. That is an illustration of how good the racing is at DTCC. I think that's worthy of a replay. So you see Chris has got the toe. Makes a move, Daz tries to cover the inside. Chris goes round the outside, but has to go a little bit wide, but gives him room. And then Daz tries to get the cut back and goes round the outside as they go for the left-hander, and then he's got the right line for the longer right. But look at that, that's a perfect bit of racing between the two of them, but it's not done yet. Chris is right on the tail. Is he going to make a move? I think he's going to do it. He's going to go up the inside turn 4. Let's have a look. But the BMW's hanging around the outside. Daz hangs it around the outside. Nice move. Look at these two having a cracking battle. In the meantime, Jimmy's gone a little bit wide, and he might be in trouble here from the BMW. Look at that. That is a showreel lap and half a lap of racing between these guys. So it looks like Daz's going to make down. So Daz is up now, making the move on Jimmy up to 4th. Chris is going to try and get interested in that Jimmy's 5th place, and then we got Mike as well. Who's let's watch from Mike's perspective. So Jimmy's beginning to struggle a little bit in the Hyundai. Mike's going to make a move down the inside, not quite make that. Chris is trying to go around the outside. I think he's done him. Yeah, nice move by Chris around the outside. Swing a drink. Something goes around the outside, but I can't remember what. So Mike taking a good chunk of curb. Is he going to get the grunt from the Subaru as they go up the hill? This part of the track's a real power part of the track. It runs a bit wide. So I think these battles are starting to calm down a bit. So let's take a little bit of stock, he says. So we got Chris out front. He's doing 31s. 31.1 is his fastest. 31.5 was his last lap. Matt's now clearing second. Very clean move. There's some great clean moves. So Matt's in second, 31.7, so he's a couple of tenths off. But saying that, he's now done purple in the first sector. So what can Matt do? The usual story of our Group 3s, it seems, this season is that Chris seems to be a bit better through the traffic at the start, from usually starting from last. A bit more concise, a bit more aggressive, gets through the traffic quicker than Matt does. And by the time they both get into sort of first and second, Chris has built up a bit of a lead. You know, usually 5 to 10 seconds, then Matt has to try and claw it back. So see what happens here. And Harry is having a cracking evening. You'll see the Hyundai and Harry like Interlagos. He's repeating his first round, first race pace. He's in 3rd, and Daz is in 4th. He's still got Chris right behind him though. And I think we've got Jimmy and Mike not far behind either. So fantastic battle. We're further away through the race already, and we've still got plenty of racing going on. Oh, Daz gets a little bit sideways, but then so does Chris. Let's have a look. BMW versus Toyota. BMW's quick down the straights. You can see that Chris is in the toe. Yeah, in the 140s. Here comes Chris though. He's going to make a move. Is he going to dive down inside? Daz is defending. Is Daz going to have it though this time? I think he's got him. That was a rubbish view. Thank you for that, GT Sport. So Daz has still got, he's defended that 4th, but he's gone a little bit wide. Chris has got a little bit of a better run. Is he going to make a move as we go down the back straight into turn 4? That Super is fast. What's going on? Let's have a look. Here he goes. Oh, that's the wrong car we're watching. Oh, it looks like Chris has got him. He has got him. Daz has gone a bit wide. Is he going to come back? I think he is. He's still fighting there, so he's still in that place. But I think he's got him. I think Chris is up to 4th. And Jimmy is still hanging on the back of these guys. Look at that, he's doing a good job there, and Mike's with him as well. So 4th, 5th and 6th, and we've still got these two battling, so they're still going. Daz is still looking, is he going to make a move into there? But he's done it. Look at this, these two are having a fantastic scrap. And Chris is on the inside for the left-hand hairpin, so they're side by side. Let's watch this in car from Daz. Is he going to go into the last of the hairpins? This is what's so good about this track. It's not everyone's favourite, but because of the constant switchbacks, it makes some fantastic racing. And Chris has gone a bit wide there, so Daz is going to make him. He thinks I think it's better to get a clean run out of this last corner. Try and get on the power. So tempting to get on the power. That's just a fraction too early. But I think he's going to get a good run. So let's watch from the back of the AlphaTauri sponsored Supra. That Supra's quick on the straight though, look at that. Daz is in the toe. And he's not even getting close. Buffalo, yeah, thank you. So Buffalo Girls go around the outside. Thank you. And Mika says she loves Interlagos. I'm not a huge fan, I got to say, but it's a bit of a Marmite track for me. Anyway, so is Daz going to have a go as we go into turn 4? Needs to continue their scrap. Oh, I'll take a bit of stock here, but there's too much action going. Oh, that's a bit late on the brakes going into turn 4. He's still on it though, and you don't be out there, Chris. There'll be dragons out there. And then we got. Oh, so Dan's in the pits. First stopper. So Dan looks like he's had enough of the softs. So we don't really know. We haven't really had time to check who's on what tyres. So Dan's on the softs. Look pretty worn. So Dan's going to go a 2-stop. We'll keep an eye on him then. So Chris. Out in the lead, he's now doing 32s, so his tyres are starting to go a bit. You see his right rear, he's looking a bit worse for wear, and there you can see the difference. Matt's tyres are looking a lot fresher. So Chris, he's got less fuel than Matt, and his tyres are looking a bit more knackered. So let's see what Chris is now at 32, so 32.6, slowly getting slower. Matt's been still in the 31s. Let's see what his next lap is. 32.5, so his tyres starting to go as well. So they're pretty much even Stevens, a pair of them. Chris is hanging it out as he comes around the bottom of the CNRS. And if we look at Harry's nicely got a nice decent gap. Chris Lewis is in. Chris Lewis is in. Bit of a scruffy lap there. I wonder if he had a bit of an issue. So he's going to get rid of his super softs. He might. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Whether that's a early first stop and a longer second. And Jimmy's in as well. So Jimmy was on the softs. Chris is on the supers. Let's see who comes out. So let's see who puts more fuel in. Fuel will probably get them to the end, I think, if they tank it up. But obviously the problem with more fuel you put in, the heavier the car is, the higher the tyre dig. And Interlagos is a bit of a killer on tyres. So Chris is rolling. Jimmy's not out, so Chris has tanked up. So Chris is probably going to the end. Let's see what Jimmy does. Jimmy's done the same. Or not quite, but he looks like he's going to the end to us. Chris has come out on softs. Jimmy's come out on supers. So let's have a look down the order. So Chris will probably be in this lap. Let's have a look. End of lap 10. Makes sense. No, he's doing another lap. So he's going to complete lap 10 and go on to lap 11. So he's done a 32.7. Matt will probably stay out as well. Yeah, they're one stopping these guys. Let's see what Matt does. Another 32.5. So fractionally closing, but not much in it. But Matt will gain on the pit stops because he's got less fuel to put back in. So Harry doing a good job in third. In the 34s now though. His tyres are starting to go, but they're looking not bad though. His fuel's not the greatest. So Mike is now up to 5th on his mediums. Interesting strategy. He's doing 36s though, so whilst those mediums are hanging on, if we look at that compared to say Chris, you can see that his softs are absolutely mullered. Mike's mediums are looking really toasty and nice, but he's doing 36s. Daz is in 5th, he's in the pits, so he started on the softs. Usual strategy. What the top two? Yeah, so similar to the top two, he started on the soft. Chris has come across the line now. Is Daz going to get out in front of Chris? I think probably not. Let's keep an eye on these two. It's a long pit lane here, and it's a long way around the outside of the track as well. So, yeah, Daz isn't even rolling yet. So, Chris is going to get quite a nice jump. Let's have a look. No, Daz is not. So, yeah, it looks like Daz is definitely one stopping as well. Yeah, but he hasn't put a full tank in, but he's going to come out probably behind Alex. Alex is doing a decent job now. And Alex has stopped, but Alex came in quite early, didn't he? Right, in comes the leader. In comes the leader, and in comes second as well. You see Matt has got another 7 litres of fuel. Percent, maybe that's percent. I should know that really. But he's certainly got more fuel on board, which means he'll take on less. And the Nissan is better on fuel as well, which means he needs less. So he's going to gain probably 3 or 4 seconds here in the stop. Harry's in as well. So he's got the least of the 3 of them. So let's see. So out comes Chris. Gone to the Super Softs. But it looks like Mike is taking the lead. So Mike is going to take the lead, but he's probably going to be due in this lap. Let's have a look. Yeah, Mike is in the lead. Showing, here comes Chris. So Chris has come out in second. You can see Mike is not far behind. He's a pit stop in front. Let's see where Matt's coming out. I love the way it does this. So out comes Matt, and you can see Chris. There you go. So what was probably a 7 or 8 second lead has been cut down. We can look on board with Matt. We can probably just about see Chris up in front of us. There he is, just going around Ferradura. Someone check that name out for me. I think it's Ferradura. Double right. So that gap is probably not far off halved. So we'll see how that one plays out, because this is running to form that the Nissan is probably the quicker car in race trim. But Matt always leaves himself too much work to do. So Mike's leading. We think he's probably going to be coming into the pits. He's got Chris not far behind him. So Mike did a 33.7, so he's still getting good pace out of those tyres. But I think he's probably due a stop, and Chris is going to screen pass into the lead. Matt's in third but not far behind, so let's see what Mike does. Yep, in he comes. This track used to be a no-brainer for pit stops. Before the pits were lengthened, you could usually get in, change your tyres and get out without you drop about 8 seconds, but it's a lot longer now. So Chris takes the lead. Let's see if we can give an estimate of the gap. It's quite difficult. Let's see if we can try it. There's some reference so we can pick. Alright, so just across the 50 about 35. It's probably about 7 or 8 seconds. And Matt has gone purple. I think Chris did as well, but Matt has gone purple. So you can see he's loving those super softs. And let's have a look at the fuel. Actually, Matt's got slightly more, interestingly. So Chris has come out in third. So Chris is now up to third, but Chris is he's actually, it's a net third. So he's actually benefited out of that. He's actually done the undercut on Harry, I think. So a couple of hot laps going in a bit early. He's come out in third, and Harry is on the medium. So that's interesting. Harry obviously doesn't think he can get these. I think he started on the softs, didn't he? So Harry obviously doesn't think he can get the supers to the end, one stopping. So he's gone on the medium. So we'll keep an eye on this one, because Chris is on the faster tyre, probably by a good second a lap. But the softs are going to wear, and he's stopped. Let's have a look. So he stopped the end of lap 9, so he's got to do 12 laps on those softs. So he might have a bit of pace advantage to start with, but they're going to get pretty knackered at the end. So if Harry can just stay with him, or stay close, he might come into his own towards the end of the race. Mike is now up to 5th. So that's a long stint on the mediums that actually paid off. He's probably paced it drop off quite as much maybe as others. He's doing 2:15. Which is actually quicker than Harry's in that pit stop. So Mike's up to 5th. He's jumped Jimmy up, he's in 6th. Then Daz is down to 7th. I think Daz, yeah, it looks like Daz had a bad lap. He maybe spun, that's dropped him down. So he's, yeah, it looks like he's dropped about 20 seconds. He's saying his best, 32 dead. Then we got Snooze in 8th, but he's not that far ahead. He's had probably a bad lap as well, so he's not that far ahead of Dan. So Dan's catching Snooze, so still lots to play for here. Dan's trying to get a bit of Scandinavian flick by using the grass getting in turn 1. So Chris up front, it's just done the fastest lap of the race. He's pushing, you can tell he's pushing as he comes out the last corner. He's done a 30.4. Matt did a 30.5. These two as always in the Group 3s. Chris is pretty much the king in the Group 4s, but in the Group 3s he's a lot closer. Now look at these two, again a 10th apart. Let's have a look, so Chris does a 30.6. Let's see what Matt does. 30.7, 30.8, so nothing between the pair of them as usual. Harry is now, he's got Chris. Oh, let's see what happened there. So, we missed that one. Let's have a look. So, looks like Harry got a better drive coming out of Ferradura, then throws it down the inside of the first hairpin. Chris gives him room as usual, and then gets it done. So, a great move then from Harry. So, even though he's on his mediums, I wonder if Chris is having to fuel save. I reckon Chris, I don't know, he's doing 32, 6s though, so he's not hanging around. So maybe Chris made a mistake and that's let Harry get on him. Let's have a quick look back on the split time, that should tell us if Chris has had a bad lap or not. Oh, 2 seconds, so yeah, he had a little drama, but not a huge one. Harry's gone a bit wide though as they come out, so let's go on board. Let's see that grunt of the Supra as he gets into the toe, the long uphill straight. Yeah, so we're watching for the back of Harry's car now. Is Chris going to send one down the inside? Harry's leaving the inside open. Here goes Chris, I think he's got him down the inside. Oh, and Harry's gone! No! Harry just touched the grass going in. He's done a 360, got it back together pretty quickly. Hasn't cost him too much time, but Chris is up the road. Nice clean move from Chris, and Harry is so easy to do as the corner goes down the hill and left just to touch the grass. I mean, that's probably one of the quickest spins I think we've ever had. He lost 4 seconds. So that's pretty impressive 360. But can he, he's got to do all again. But he's not out of this third place though, for sure. Chris's tyres are going to have to last a long way, and his fuel's a bit low as well compared to Harry's. So all to play for. So Mike is in 5th. He's not getting rid of Jimmy. Jimmy's having a cracking evening. He obviously likes Interlagos. So he's in 6th at the moment, but he still can see 5th quite clearly. Dad's trying to make up for his misdemeanors, and it looks like he's had, unfortunately, another bit of a scruffy lap. So he looks like Dad's is probably going to be 7th at best he can hope for tonight. But Snooze and Dan are not far behind. So I think there's a few gaps on the track now. So let's have a watch of what's going on here. We don't often look at the Peugeot and the Beetle, so that's probably because Alex is always a bit cheesy. And then we've got Krispy Kreme. So there you go, a bit of savoury and sweet for you. Perfect combo. Looks like Danny's actually closing Alex down. Dan, I thought was 2 stopping. He's probably these two are pushing it for fuel. Up the hill they go. So Alex did a 35.2 and Dan did a 35.3. It looks like Dan's getting a decent drive here. So let's have a watch from Dan's car. Oh, Dan, no, so Dan, we thought he was 2 stopping. Interesting, he put a lot of fuel in then. He's maybe carrying a bit of unnecessary fuel there. Obviously felt it was better to do the fuel then and then literally do a splash and dash with tyres here. So Alex has also got a similar amount of fuel and his tyres are looking pretty knackered. So I think these two are probably both 2 stopping. I think Alex is going to be in soon as well. So still to play for between these guys as well. Right, let's see what's going on at the front. Chris still out in the lead. Just done a 31.4. Matt's done a 30.8. So the last couple of laps, Matt is quicker. He's gained half a second on Chris there. 5 laps to go. I don't think it's going to be enough. Matt can see him. See Dan's just coming out. Let's hopefully Dan won't get in the way of battle between these two. I'm sure he won't. So Chris can't relax, but I think again Matt's left it a bit too much to do. You can see Chris. He's definitely pulling him in, but I don't think he's going to be out. He's going to run out of laps, I think. And then Chris Lewis, has he got a third? I think this is tyres fall off a cliff. His fuel is still not comfortable, and Harry is so interested. Harry on the mediums has got some pace here. If we compare the pace, so up front Littles is doing 31.4s, and he's 1.2 off his fastest here. Matt's doing 30.8s. Harry's doing 32.7s on mediums, so he's actually only just over a second slower than the leader on mediums. So this could, I think this battle for third isn't over. Oh, I'll have to plug my battery in soon. Let me do that whilst we're commentating. We can multitask, we're able. I've got two screens, I can see what's going on. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, I don't think this is over between Chris and Harry. I think there's more to come here. So Chris did a 33.4. Let's see what his next lap is. 33.9. So Harry, yeah, he's 7-8 tenths quicker on this lap as well. So Harry's coming back at him. This is going to get spicy, I think. Let's see what's going on down the field. So Mike is in 5th. Looks like he's managed to pull away from Jimmy. He's doing 32s. I think Jimmy might have had a bit of a trauma that lap. Let's have a look. No, not really. A little bit slower, but he's 36s. So it looks like Mike's managed to shake off Jimmy. Then we got the battle. Here we go. So look at these two. Look, we thought they'd be close. Sorry, that's Daz. So Daz and so Alex has caught Daz up. So this is mega stuff. So can Alex get past Daz? Daz defend into the first corner. Alex throws one down the outside. Let's see what happened there. Oh, he's going to be wide. Is he going to come back? No, he didn't quite make it stick. So Daz is under defend. He did a 34, which wasn't a bad lap really. And so I think Daz must have been behind Alex at the pits, and he's just got past him. But this is all to play for here as well. Actually, no, Alex has not stopped. So Alex's tyres must be falling off the cliff. I think that's probably what it is. Daz has caught him up. But Daz had a bad lap on lap 16, but Daz has caught him up. Right, so let's take stock. 17 laps gone. They're on their 18th. It's been another absolutely frenetic race. That's why we love the DTCC. So up front we got Chris back in the 31s, but only just. But he looks like his tyres are looking okay. Not brilliant, but they're okay. Matt is doing a good job on his tyre. That Nissan's really good on its tyres. You can see he's definitely looking better. 31.9, 31.3. So Matt is consistently pulling 6-7 temps up. But you can see there, he's not far behind. But unless Chris makes a mistake, which is highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. I don't think I remember seeing Chris made a mistake. I think he's got this one as well. But let's see. Never say never. Nissan's quick. Let's see what's going on. Let's have a quick check as they go across the line with 2 more laps to go. Matt is getting closer. You can see he's in the same shot now. But unless Chris's tyres fall off a cliff, 32.1, 31.4. So again, that's 8 temps this time. Matt is really reeling him in. Chris's tyres are starting to wheel, and Matt is coming at him, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. You can see here, let's go on board. You can see him. 2 laps to go though. I think the gap is too big. So look, it's probably. We're around 5 seconds now. I don't think he's going to close that in 2 laps, unfortunately. So Chris, it looks like he's got a decent lead now. Harry, I think, may have had a mediums. I think he had 1 scruffy lap there, and it's just dropped him off. Although Chris's tyres are looking pretty nasty. 2 laps to go, and there's not much between them. This is game on, I think, the 3rd. Can Harry get his 2nd podium of the night? Chris is. Yeah, look at the difference in tyres. Chris is really going to start struggling now. Harry was almost a second quicker, drifting away. So Mike in 5th, fairly solid 5th now. I don't think he's going to get caught. Jimmy's in 6th. I think he's probably settled for that. Just come home and get the points. Good points for the team there. And Daz is in 7th. I think he's shaken off. Snooze is in 8th, and then Dan dropped a little bit off. 33.5, so he's competitive. Exactly the same time as Alex in terms of fastest lap, so the pair of them are competitive. Just need to get a little bit more consistent, they'll be there. So, into the final lap we go. Chris the leader did a 32.3. Oh, wrong way. Matt did a 31.9, so didn't quite get gained as much as previous laps, still 3 tenths, but it's not going to be enough. So Chris leads us onto turn 4 for the last time. Matt's in 2nd. I love that shot, such a good shot. Chris looks like he's got a bit of a lead. Keep where the top 2 are. Where are they? He's coming into Ferradura. Matt follows him in 2nd. Let's watch what's going on there. Is Chris going to have enough of a gap with Harry? Let's go on board with Harry. See us closing him down. See the 2 leads though. Massive lead on these guys now. Just make sure we don't miss out on where Chris is. Just coming around the long left-hander. They go up the hill. Oh, he's pushing still though. Oh, that could have gone wrong. Look at that. But I think he's going to be safe now. Matt's just coming out in the last corner, so it was again really close between the pair of them. But Chris has done enough again. His first couple of laps so good that he pulls enough gaps. So Chris comes across the line. A brilliant win for him. He'll be pleased with that though. A little wiggle. He was happy with that one. Matt comes across the line in 2nd. I've got to be careful here that we don't. So let's watch this. Harry's up to 3rd. Harry is up to 3rd. So we had to see the 2 guys cross the line. Let's see what happens here. So unfortunately we've missed the battle for 3rd, but let's watch. So Chris goes. Oh, Chris went wide coming out of turn 4. Harry dives down up the inside. There he goes. Chris's tyres. Look at that right rear is absolutely mullered. What a cracking battle these guys have had. So we're seeing there in real time now. So oh, look at the drift from Chris. That car's getting very leery. But Harry's done him. Look at that. Gamble paid off for the mediums. Didn't think that was the right strategy to start with, but it's looking good now. So Chris is going to come across. It looks like Chris isn't going to get, unless Harry makes a mistake, he's not going to get that one back. Mike's in 5th. He's not that far behind these 2 really. And Jimmy is in 6th, and then. So Daz is going to be the last across the line, so keep an eye on him. So, Harry's going to be well chuffed with that. What a great evening, a pair of podiums. See if fuel it up or Fusely does the job. So, over he comes, cracking 3rd from Harry. What a great race from him. There he comes across the line, and then Chris gets a good 4th. He might be a bit slightly annoyed, but his tyres were just absolutely shot. I think that was going short on the first stint and long on the second. I think was probably just a bit too much of a stretch for those tyres. But a good 4th. Mike comes across the line 5th, so that consolidates his position in the championship. Had a good scrap. Then Jimmy's coming across in 6th. He'll be pleased with that. He'll be pleased with that. That's a good 6th. Good team points. He wasn't that far in front of Daz in the end, but good team points for him. And then 7th is Daz, and we will pause it there. What a cracking race. That flew past. So, to the results. Another win. Perfect score for the night for Chris. He gets 2 wins, 2 fastest laps, and fastest in qualifying. So I think that pretty much confirms. We'll tot up the points, but I think that will be confirming him as the Series 5 champion. Matt will be a bit disappointed again for 2nd. Though it was 3 seconds behind at the end. These 2 have been finishing less than 5 seconds apart for numerous Group 3s, and pretty much Matt always comes off 2nd best. But a good 2nd there. You can see that their fastest laps are a 10th apart. Nothing to choose between those 2. No one else got close really if you look at the fastest laps. And then 3rd, a cracking 3rd for Harry. Gambled on mediums, it paid off, finishing 40 seconds behind in the end, but a great third. Good go with his podium in the first race. Then Chris Lewis recovered well to get fourth. They all had some cracking battles, and particularly him and Daz was just fantastic to watch. So good fourth from him. Might finish fifth. A little bit of a quiet second half of the race, but he'll probably be reasonably happy with fifth. Jimmy, a good sixth for the team. So him and Matt versus Chris and Dan. They've gained some points there, so he'd be pleased with that. Daz had some pace, did a 32 dead, so pretty much third fastest lap, equal to Chris. But finished seventh. BMW's put a bit wayward round into Lagos. Snooze was eighth. He had a good battle with Dan, who finished ninth. So that was round 9 of season 5 DTCC. We will be back for the last round of the championship, which is the endurance round, which effectively gets the combined points of the Group 4s and the Group 3. So one race, lots of points, so still to play for, and that will be at St Quart C in the Group C Monsters. So that's going to be a cracking race. That will be held next Thursday, so that will be broadcast hopefully pretty soon after that. So hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, thanks for the comments, and we will see you next time.